You know, the big thing I always tell everybody is somebody has to take the witness stand on the other side and testify under oath of affirmation that I owe a debt. Now, did anybody ever take the stand and say that he owed a debt?
Only IRS agents, as far as I know.
Okay, so like I said, this is the whole thing, is that you have to call that IRS agent out. It's like, no, Betty, are you saying that I owe a debt? It's like, well, no, I'm not saying you owe a debt, but as an IRS agent, see, because an IRS agent, a judge, an attorney general can't be sued. Just like suing a pencil or a tree or a rock. They're not, you go sue a man, because the other things are just creations of man, like a pencil or a chair, a judge, attorney general. They're just creations of man. You can't sue. You're not on you're a creation. You could sue the man who's acting as a judge, or you could sue Betty and saying, so you were there 24 hours, 7 days a week. Do you have firsthand knowledge of any of this testimony that you're putting into this court today, Susie? Now, I don't want to hear that you're an IRS agent. You're a woman, right? Yeah, you're a woman, and you're telling me that I, as a man, owe the debt to who? To the IRS? To the United States of America? To the United States Treasury Department? To the Treasury Department? Who do I owe this debt to? And she say, well, you owe the debt to the United States of America. It's like, oh, is that why I see United States of America versus Karl Lentz on this complaint? On this criminal complaint? Yes. Okay, then has the right of habeas corpus been suspended in this country? She'll say, what? It's like, do I not have the right to cross-examine my accuser? Is the United States of America now going to take the stand after you, Susie, and lay claim that I owe the United States of America a debt? Well, no. Well, then how do we know it's true unless the plaintiff appears and testifies under oath of affirmation that it's all true, nothing but truth, so help it's God? The United States of America, is the United States of America an it, or is it a him or a her? So see, this is all this little simple string of logic that this guy named Maurice in England did like a month ago. Oh man, this guy kicked ass. I mean, he just did exactly not exactly. I'd say 90% of what he did in an English court was fantastic. He took it away from the Crown. He took it away from the centralized government. When the judge called them back in, the judge made it very simple. Okay, the Crown doesn't have standing here. That's right. The Crown will never appear. That's fine. But you know what? Still, you headbutted another man. Will you compensate that other man for doing him wrong? Yes, I will. Okay, good. This case is discharged. Pay the man £50 and have a nice day. Like a Judge Judy thing. And all of a sudden it went to just back to being man on man, back to common law. He's done a man wrong? Yeah. He said you done wrong? Yeah. Will you pay him? Yeah, okay. Okay, well then it's done. It's settled. Go on. Now go on with your lives. That's the whole thing. You guys got to start to learn how to act like a man and talk like a man. That's the whole thing. He was arguing with something called a IRS agent, which is ridiculous. How do you argue with a tree or a rock or an IRS agent? How do you talk to a judge? How do you talk to an attorney general? I don't know. I don't communicate in that fucking crazy legalese or tree language or chair language. I don't communicate. I talk man to man. If you want to stand here and talk man to man and say I've done something wrong, I'll talk to you all fucking effing day. If you don't want to come forth and talk to me man to man, there ain't nothing for me to talk about. Because this is a common law land, and I'm invoking the right to a habeas corpus. I got the right to have my accuser bring me forth in front of an open court so I can cross-examine my accuser under oath of affirmation. Is my accuser here, yes or no? No. Well, then F off. It's that simple. The right of habeas corpus hasn't been suspended, as far as I know, since caveman time. This is an ancient custom and belief of everybody since caveman time that if you stole my bone, I'd get my tribe together, and we'd have a little powwow, and we'd decide whose bone is it. And if I prevail, I prevail. If you present your case to the tribe, a jury better, you prevail. And that's it. We go our separate ways. We don't keep going on with this. No appeals, nothing. We're done. Maintain the peace. Go back to status quo. I hope that answered your question.
So as long as he just sticks to that like glue, the plaintiff must appear, then they're not going to be able to do anything?
You have to put it in writing. You have to make it crystal clear that the right to habeas corpus is yet to be suspended in this land. Every man has the right to confront his accuser. And to this day, no man has come forth and made a claim that the debt is due, owed, or true. That's simple. And once some man comes forward, I'll be more than glad to compensate if a man comes forward and makes a claim that the debt is due, true, and owed. Okay, if it's $1 billion, I know how to settle a debt, no problem. This is all I got in my pocket right now. Guess what? I get more next week, I'll give you more. Until then, hey, you know what? I'll pay the debt as I can. You don't want to harm me, do you, Mr. Fellow Man? You don't want to exist on planet Earth to cause me any harm, would you? By pursuing me like this, you know you're causing me harm, and I know you weren't created by my fellow man to cause me harm, were you? No. So then, I require you to back off. It's this very simple belief, man. This is almost like a freaking religion. It's a belief what I do. It's a style. It's a way of life. It has nothing to do with books. It has nothing to do with what's written anywhere. It has nothing to do with statutes of code. The people who can't read or write, man, they usually do really good with my stuff. The people who get so convoluted with contracts and constitutions and statutes and hierarchy, they go all messed up. This is a self-governing land. This is the land of the great experiment of the self-governing. This is wonderful. And just go out there and self-govern and explain to them, hey, man, I'm self-governing. And interfere with anybody's right to exist? No, because that's what terrorism is. Terrorism is interfering with the function of the proper function of a government. If you're standing in front of me and you won't let me go left or right in front of you, you're terrorizing me. You're interfering with my right to self-govern. That's terrorism. Nobody has the right to do it. Centralized government and IRS, nobody's got the right to stand in front of your way and say that you have to do this. What? Or what? You're communicating a threat? Is that extortion? Have I done wrong to you, sir? No, then I wish to be let alone. If not, you're terrorizing me. I wish to go here. I wish to go forward. Well, we want you to go backwards. We who? You mean Bob? Bob, you want me to go backwards? No, the IRS wish it. Well, let the IRS come here and talk to me man to man. Then maybe we'll get it on. But until then, I ain't got to listen to any other than another fellow man. I don't have to listen to an agent. I want to talk to a man. Are we talking man to man? They'll say, hell no, you ain't talking man to man. Hell no, I'm not going to hold myself out personally liable.